you an aspiring digital coach or already a digital coach? Let me ask you something. Are you tired of jumping from webinar to webinar, workshop to workshop, YouTube video to YouTube video, and still not knowing how to set up and scale your coaching business? If you have learned bits and pieces, but there is no clear system, no predictable sales, no proper setup, if that sounds like you are exactly in the right place. Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show how coaches scale to consistent high ticket sales without burning out or drowning in tech. Let me be very clear. I'm ridiculously selective about who I work with, and by the end of this video, you'll know why. Here's what I see every single day. Talented coaches who are genuinely good at what they do, have certifications, knowledge, and passion. They truly want to help people, but still struggle with leads, feel awkward selling, are confused about their positioning, are stuck doing everything manually, are overwhelmed with tools, funnels, tech, ads, and the worst part, they start doubting themselves. They think maybe coaching doesn't work. Maybe I'm not cut out for this business. Maybe the market is too saturated. Let me tell you something very honestly. The problem is not you. The problem is the absence of a predictable client acquisition system. Hi, my name is Taiba Mahmood. I'm a sales automation coach, and I help digital coaches build a premium positioning, predictable sales, and put their coaching business on automation so that they can focus on coaching and not chaos. But I didn't start here. My journey into coaching began in 2020. I had been selected for a top MBA school in France named EDE, but COVID hit, plans collapsed, life changed overnight. And then came a ray of hope. One of my mentors told me something that changed everything. Taiba, start teaching what you're already good at. I was a national level public speaking champion, so I started there. I started out as a public speaking coach. And then curiosity pulled me towards business coaching. I delved deep into personal branding, lead generation, high ticket sales, automation. Entrepreneurship was always inside me. As a child, I sold paintings in school. In college, I pitched startup ideas. I was selected by incubators. But like many people, I took the safe route for a while. Corporate life, 5 years of work, GMAT, global dreams. And then life pushed me back to my real calling, which is building a business. Today, I run a successful business coaching. I also run a SaaS marketing agency called BizGrow Hub. I've helped coaches stop struggling and start scaling to 6 figures in revenue. Everything I teach is built on one proprietary framework. I call it predictable client acquisition system. This is not theory, this is not motivation. It is a repeatable client acquisition system. The predictable client acquisition system has 4 core pillars. Number one, irresistible offer and positioning. Most coaches don't have an offer. They have a service with a price tag. We fix who you serve, what problem you serve, why you, why now. Number two, consistent quality lead generation. Not random leads, not junk leads, not cheap leads, but buyers. Organic, paid, strategic. Number three, high ticket sales and conversion. Sales is not manipulation. Sales is leadership. We teach sales psychology, authority based sales scripts, objection handling, calm closings. Number four, recurring revenue and scalability. One sales of Resile, we build a multi-tiered product offerings, recurring revenue offers, long-term profitability. Deepak, an anxiety relief coach, amazing at healing, struggling at selling. We trained him in sales psychology and scripts, and results, closings consistently rose. Confidence on call, 100%. Real income. Mayank, a graphotherapist and a healer, gifted but invisible. We structured his offer and positioning now, a 6 figure coach, clear authority, paid well for his expertise. Wasim, a personal branding consultant and agency owner. He learned sales, positioning, and systems today, scaled agency, premium clients, business clarity. Now, at this point, you have seen the system, you have heard my story, you have also seen the testimonials and results. Yet, a very natural question that might be running in your mind is, all this sounds good, but will this actually work for me? If you're thinking that, you are not alone. Someone is standing at the edge of growth. The mind doesn't jump forward. It starts protecting. It brings doubts, fears, past experiences, and objections. Questions like, what if this doesn't work for me? What if I don't have enough experience? What if I'm not tech savvy? What if I invest and nothing changes? These are not weaknesses. These are signals that are telling you that you are taking this seriously. So instead of brushing these thoughts aside, I want to do the opposite. I want to address them one by one. In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down the most common myths, confusions, objections that stop good coaches from moving to the next level. By the end of this section, you'll have complete clarity whether this is the right fit for you or not. Let me address them properly. Number one misconception, I don't have money right now. Now let's address this properly, because this is the most common thought that comes up. If you're thinking, I like this, but I don't have the money right now, I want you to pause for a moment and think clearly. Most people say this as if money is the root problem. It's not. Money is the symptom. The real problem is that your business is not predicting predictable revenue. And that's the uncomfortable truth. If your coaching business cannot afford to invest in better positioning, better systems, better sales skills, then this is exactly the reason you are stuck. Right now, your position probably looks like this: inconsistent income. Some months are good, some months are dry. You don't know when the next client is coming. You're dependent on luck, referrals, or bursts of motivation. But when you say, I don't have money, what you're really saying is, my business does not have a system that works, and that is not solved by waiting. Let me explain this very simply. People assume that once they start making money, they will invest. But in real businesses, it works the other way around. First comes the structure, clarity, system, and then sales capability, and then money follows. Every single coach you see making consistent income today once stood exactly where you are right now. They didn't invest because it was comfortable. They invested because staying stuck was becoming expensive. Now, let me be very clear about something important. Not having money is not a moral failure. It doesn't mean you're bad, lazy, or incapable. But refusing to invest in fixing the core problem and hoping things will somehow improve, that is a business decision. It has a consequence. The consequence is another year of inconsistency, another year of stress, another year of undercharging, another year of doubt. Time is far more expensive than money. Money can be recovered, time cannot. Here's the part people don't like hearing but need to. If you cannot invest in your business today, you will continue to struggle until you do. Because the very thing that you're avoiding is the thing that creates stability. No system is equal to no predictability. No predictability equals to no confidence. No confidence is equal to no sales. It's a loop, and loops don't break themselves. Now, this doesn't mean you should blindly invest. That's not what I'm saying. That is exactly why we do a clarity call first. We evaluate where you are, what is exactly blocking you, whether this is the right solution for you. If it's not a right fit, we will tell you. If it is a fit, we will still choose to wait. Just understand what you are choosing instead. If you're choosing to stay with unpredictability, overthinking, emotional pressure, trying error, then that's okay. As long it's a conscious choice. Now let's hear the story of Yashika, a PCOS reversal coach, who says, "When I started, money was tight, and I honestly was hesitant to invest. But starting turned out to be the best decision. I began generating leads, building my brand, closing sales consistently. That momentum changed everything for my business. If Taiba hadn't guided me, I don't think I would have taken that step or reached where I am today." The next big misconception that people have: I've invested before and it didn't work. This objection is not about trust, it's about delivery. Most programs gives you information, videos, templates. They leave you to build systems, handle tech, implement everything alone. That's not failure, that's bad execution design. People don't fail because strategies don't work. They fail because systems were never built for them. What we do is different. We don't just teach, we build funnels, marketing system, ads, CRM, automation, sales systems, follow-ups. Your system goes live fast, execution creates belief, belief creates momentum, momentum creates results, but clarity matters. We become your technical backbone. You handle sales and coaching. If you take 100% responsibility of your role and we execute everything that we execute on the back end with precision, this becomes a perfect match made in heaven. When both sides do their job properly, the system works consistently. Let's hear what Khushbu Khushni, a relationship coach who worked with us, has to say. I tried multiple programs before, but nothing clicked. When I entered the system, everything became clear. My positioning, my branding, my sales approach. With that clarity, I finally had the confidence to charge premium prices, and that completely changed my business. Now, another misconception that people have is, I don't have a certification. Certificates don't create results. Skills do. We are in a skill-based economy. We are not in a certificate-based economy. Clients don't ask, where did you get your certificate from? They ask, can you help me solve this problem? And if you can solve a real problem, deliver a real outcome, you are qualified. There are certified coaches without results and skilled practitioners changing lives without certifications. Inside our system, we extract your real expertise, package it around outcomes, position you with confidence. You don't need permission, you need clarity and positioning, which we provide. Anandita Sood, a personal branding consultant, says, when I started, I had no clarity on my niche, positioning, how to build my brand. Once the clarity came, especially around sales and lead generation, everything shifted. I started charging premium prices and scaled to six figures in my coaching business. I am not tech savvy is another big misconception that coaches have. Good. You don't need to be. You are not expected to build funnel, run ads, set up automation, manage tech. That's our job. If you can use Instagram, Google, Facebook, operate a phone and laptop, you are good to go. We are your technical backbone. You coach, you sell, we handle the tech engine. Nanda Harish, an inner clarity coach for mid and senior managers, says, I had worked with multiple agencies before, but none of them generated quality leads or guided me on closing deals. When I entered the system, everything was set up for me within 7 to 10 days without any tech headaches. My ads started bringing in quality leads and I began closing high ticket clients consistently every single week. Another objection that people have is, I don't have time right now. If you don't have time right now, you will have even less time later because confusion eats time, manual work eats time, overthinking eats time. This system is not time consuming, it is time recovering. We remove the implementation headache by installing your entire marketing, sales, and automation system so that you can only focus on your coaching. Gaurav, an EFT coach, says, after joining the program, I learned how to sell consistently. That consistency allowed me to hire a team, and now I've saved a lot of time in my business. Thank you, Taiba, for the constant support. Another misconception that coaches have: what if I'm not able to perform? You don't have to perform alone. We don't expect perfection on day one. We set up the system, we guide you through sales, we support you at every step of the journey. You will be around a team that backs you, people that you can learn from, a structure that removes pressure. All you need is willingness to show up. Resilience doesn't come from forcing confidence. It comes from having support and a working system. Take the first step, momentum will follow. Here's the story of Rohit, a relationship coach. When I joined, I had a lot of doubts about how this would work. But once I entered the system, the accountability, the structured sessions, and the constant support made a huge difference. My sales closings improved, and I'm genuinely grateful for the guidance. Another objection or a myth that a lot of coaches have is the market is saturated. Market is not saturated. Generic coaches are. People who sound the same, offer the same, talk to everyone, struggle. Market pays for clear positioning, clear authority, clear system. Clarity wins every single time. This is the story of Dev, a digital detox coach. When I entered, I genuinely believed that the market was too saturated. I was a yoga and meditation coach and unsure how to stand out. Inside the system, my positioning was completely reframed as a digital detox coach who helps people disconnect from digital overload using yoga and meditation. That clarity changed everything. The response has been amazing. I started attracting the right clients and closing consistently. I'm really glad I trusted the process. Another misconception people have is I'm not good at sales. Perfect. Sales is not a personality trait. Sales is about psychology, structure, conversation flow. That's what we teach inside our system. This is the story of Tuba, a blockchain consultant. When we joined as a team, we were struggling with sales. Inside the system, our confidence in selling increased significantly, and within 3 months, we doubled our sales. Another objection that people have is I need to think about it. Thinking feels safe, but nothing changes there. Most people go back to Instagram, YouTube, opinions of people who have never built a business. Urgency fades away, life stays the same. Successful people don't wait to feel ready. They act and clarity follows. Now, let me be very honest. This is not a get rich quick scheme, a passive income trick, or a motivation program. This is for legitimate, serious coaches. People who want a real coaching business, are willing to follow instructions, are cooperative, are ready to execute. We have a strict policy. We do not work with chronic complainers, people who resist feedback, people who want results without responsibility. I'm very protective of my and my team's time and energy. Now, please make a note of this. This message will be seen by many people. Far more will apply than we can accept. We work in a capacity based model, which means limited slots, first come, first serve basis. Once slots are filled, we close applications. This is operational reality. So, this is our 3 month program. This is a human led, done for you program where we help you with niche clarity, building irresistible offers, premium positioning, choosing the right funnel, setting up the meta ads, creating ad creative, building your website, landing pages, setting up automation, CRM, installing AI chatbot, training you on sales and closing. In short, we build the entire system for you. Your role is simple: cooperate, show up, take the sales calls, deliver coaching. That's it. When you collaborate properly, the system gets built, the business starts moving, and the results follow. You have two options. Option one, keep doing what you have been doing and hope and pray something changes. Number two, use a proven structured system and finally build predictability. Both are valid choices. Let me be honest with you before I wrap this up. I'm not going to make big, bold claims like we are the biggest agency in the country or we have had handled multiple crores in ad spend. That's not who we are. We are a small agency by design. That is what sets us apart. We work with very few number of people and we work deeply, closely, and with full responsibilities. You don't get a large team. You get a small, highly dedicated team that acts as your technical backbone. We will handle your marketing, sales infrastructure, your automation, your backend execution, while you focus on sales calls, coaching your clients, delivering results. That's the partnership. When both sides do their part, the results are not just good, they are exceptional. Most of the people who come with us, they don't stay with us for a few weeks or months, they stay with us for years because trust compounds, quality compounds, consistency compounds. Now, because we protect this quality, we only work with 3 to 5 clients every single month. That's it. Because our demand keeps increasing, our price keeps increasing on a month-on-month basis. So yes, if you want, you can come back later. But the price and terms you see today will not be the same from even 1 or 2 months from now. This is not for people who are exploring, casually thinking, waiting for the right time. We work with decisive people who take responsibility, who act. People who are action takers are money makers. So if you're serious about building a real coaching business, click on the link below, book your clarity call right now. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is a decision that you take today. So click on the link below if you have decided to say yes to your dreams now.